Probably the most important thing to remember, besides not to wear mascara on a day when you're doing stuff like this, and to bring out a tissue so you can blow your nose. Aside from that, the most important thing to remember is make sure to eat regularly. Make sure that you are fueling your body, because you go out and do this every day. And if you skip a couple days of eating, where you just kind of live on coffee or Pepsi or something, it means your body's going to start shutting down and you're not going to be able to keep functioning. So it's noon right now. This morning I put in sweet potatoes in the microwave. So I'm going to go in and eat a sweet potato, and then I'll be back out to work some more. But it's really important to stay hydrated and to eat enough when you're doing this kind of labor if you want to be able to do it long term. I wanted to show you guys that I have dirt down here. Once I get about 1.5 feet, 2 feet down in the mulch, everything's turning into dirt, it's turning into soil. And everything up here is still very light and airy. It's all very interesting. The top 6 inches is frozen solid, and then under that everything is loose, pliable, and very warm. I don't know if you can see the steam coming off this bed, but there's quite a bit of steam.
So Mom and Kaya are getting mulch and a hugelkultur.
The cardboard that I have put down is a weed barrier, and also it's slick. And so when I pull my sled in here, there's no real resistance from the ground. Rabbits don't like a lot of noise, so I can't really bring power tools out here. And since it's just furring strips, they cut really well, and then I just put them into the rabbit cage to act as hugelkultur. I've put the slats through so that both sides of the pallet are supporting it and far enough away from the plastic that even with the wind blowing, it won't puncture it. And I made sure nothing was sharp. So you can see that we've been putting boxes and cardboard down in here. And as they pee on it, they will be building up my hotbed for me. Pee and poop. So that in the end, all I need is a couple inches of dirt on the top to be able to actually build. And you can see that he is chewing on the wood that I just threw in. So I'm going to go get a couple more loads. It is really, really cold outside right now. And it's 50 degrees in here. So I go out, I start to feel a little bit of frostbite. Where's my camera? I start to feel a little bit of frostbite. And then I get to come in here and warm up for a bit. It's actually perfect. The quail love this kind of thing because of the centipedes that come in with it. And I've seen some really big centipedes that were so big that they couldn't just be eaten in one go. The quail just sit there and worry at them and worry at them until they get them down. So yeah, the quail really like this kind of thing. Let's see if I can get in here and show you one of the quail. Can you see her? Don't drop her.
So I'm holding one with the little white bunnies, and they've all just barely opened with their little
Don't drop her. You need to hold on to her better than you are.
Ease, and I'm holding, and it's...
She wants to be held down like that, so that she knows she's safe. Okay? Like this. There you go.
They're really, really cute. The rest of them are still...
Slide it.
Okay, are any of those barbs from your bull rings, your pig?
There are very few things that Mr. Dirt can help me with here on the homestead right now, but because he didn't have to bend over, he was able... The cage was already set pretty high, so all he had to do was lift with his arms rather than anything else. So, what's going to happen is all the manure and pee from these rabbits is going to fall down here. And these rabbits will most likely be over here. And I'm thinking that that rabbit right there will be put down in the bottom too, because we have failed to be able to get her to breed. Kind of fed up with her. So that's how it looks so far. It's a little bit wonky. I kind of want to get in there and pull that other wood over just a little bit.
It is now.
Okay, because I just want to readjust this, and if Kaya can hurry. Yeah, because here, come around and you can see. I have the wood tilted.
Oh, I know. I see. So luckily we got this up on stilts without me having to lift. The cage itself is only 10 pounds. Now that we're reloaded, just under a bind. Yeah.
It's not leaning as bad.
No, it's not leaning near as bad, and it's not flexing. But it is
Are
requiring
you getting
her
the
to.
faces?
But it is requiring her to do all of the manual here.
So
Right.
it is tilting just a teeny bit, but it's not affecting their water. And doing it this way, I can open it from the other side. The one thing is I will have to be doing the water unless I have Paige climb in inside here. I turned on the fan for half a second because there was quite a bit of dust in here as I brought in that last load. And so I just wanted to clear the air for half a second. So the babies all jumped out of the nest in the night, so I have just cut the box down so that they can get in and out of it. It smells familiar, that's where they'll go if they're cold. But now they can follow Mama around and nurse her at will. I've taken pieces of cardboard and put them up along the side. I don't know how long that will last. The babies are so ingenious about crawling through every teeny tiny small hole. So the reason that it is set up this way is that this was meant to be a buck pen with a buck on each side. That's why it has wood in between the cages, is because the bucks will fight and bite at each other. And it was the only cage I had available. So instead of bringing her actual cage, I brought her to the cage that I had, which means it's not ready for babies. You can see how big those holes are. What I'm really concerned about is that they would squeeze through and fall into the hotbed. Okay, so I have retrofitted it up to the point that I can retrofit it. They shouldn't be able to scoot through at this point unless they tried to scoot through on this side where there's already wood there, and I think that hopefully they would have enough self-preservation not to do that. So I'm tempted to put some cardboard in right here on this part of the cage so that I could put her water back there so that it wasn't getting tipped over. But I'm worried that the babies would wiggle right through that and then fall in the water and not be able to get out. Having it right here means that it's far enough away that they would have to purposefully climb in. Aren't they cute? Hi, Mama. So there's her happy pumpkin. Everybody else has food and water. We're going to go do the rest of our chores. We have a little baby under there nursing. Took advantage of the situation while Mom was distracted. Can you see him? Took advantage of the situation while Mom was distracted eating her pumpkin. Hopefully it'll be a girl and we can keep her, because I'm sure she'll be bigger. Just one more time, I'm sorry.
Here we go.
That is all that is left of Mom's greens from last night. I brought these out at about 9 o'clock last night. She cheated all the way down to the grass. And pretty happy. Looking good. Huh, Mama? Okay, guys. I came out to give them water because as the temperatures go down a little bit, it all freezes, as you can see. Hi, Mama. And she's totally out. It's very nice and warm in here. It is 30 degrees. So here is this little mama, her greens. We'll see what the babies seem to really like it too. So give her the water she needs, I think. Let me finish. Ooh, Mama, so much food. So the babies have gotten to an age where they can get up and hop around. And so they will come and eat this food. And if I don't have her enough food at this point, she won't be able to nurse them. And they're going to be really aggressive little nursers at this point. See how they jump right under her and they're like, they go for her anytime she sits still? That's why your food is down there, Mama. That's why it's so important that you have a top spot for your mama to jump up on, because if you don't, she can't get away from them if she needs a nursing break. The other thing I want to do is put a little bit of cardboard in here so that if the bunnies get really wiggly at night, they don't fall into that water. See how I just did that? So, does she have other food? She has her other food. She loves this stuff, but she actually loves pumpkins even more. And the baby should be able to eat that too. I don't have any pumpkins, Mom. I don't have any pumpkins. And this morning she ate it all the way down to the grass base, so I brought her some more out. I'd like to bring them out some more hay. Wondering if I had some out here, but I don't see it. So anyway, there's their water. They're getting so big, and they're really happy in here. I love that it's 30 degrees in here. I believe it's from the manure of the rabbits mixed with, it's putting off not a lot of ammonia, but I think it's putting off some heat because it is significantly warmer in here.